What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Lando Success. So today we are switching up. We are talking about the baby boomers versus Generation X versus Millennials and what's the last one? Generation Z. What I want to do in this video is talk about the differences of all four generations and what I think each one had the advantage over the other one, and what did they teach their seeds, such as growing in life. I had to close that helped out the lighting a lot better. So if we started with baby boomers are around 55 to 75. That's not the exact number. I will probably put a picture up to show you guys all generations. In this example, I'm going to use my grandfather, my dad, myself, and my nephew, because we are all different generations, and that will be able to help out the video. So starting with my grandfather, he had the least amount of education. He didn't have a high school diploma. He didn't go to college, but he worked for Ford for I think 40 to 50 years. He retired with Ford. He was a hard worker. He saved his money. We gave it most to my grandma. And I think their parents mainly taught them to just work hard, to get involved in some type of trade and attempt to start a business if you saved enough money. What do I mean by that? So my dad, he worked for Ford also, retired with Ford. He didn't work as many years, but he was skilled trade with tool and die, I believe. My auntie, she worked for the state for over 30 plus years. She retired also, but she started a business helping kids in need. With Generation X, the parents didn't give them the full game. They didn't tell them how to start a business because they didn't really have the model of exactly the successful way how to do it. So even though Generation X started businesses, a lot of them didn't succeed because they just didn't have the know-how. So they end up doing the same thing that their parents did, was work a job for 20, 30, 40 years, saved a little bit of money. So they did the same thing. The difference was when it came down to the millennials. Our parents, like my father, my auntie, and my mom, and all of them, that was a generation to no longer tell your kid to get a trade. It was go to school, get good grades, get a good job, just go to college. So that was our parents told us. That is where the algorithm broke within the cycle, because we went to school and got in the most debt, and the job market was the worst when we tried to get a job. So we made less than our parents, and we was more in debt than our parents, but we still wanted to have a new car. We still wanted to have a house, and we just really just had to borrow money. And I'm saying we as a generation, my generation, we just had to borrow money from our parents and grandparents because they had money, worked 30 years, they had a pension, military, and different things, while we was just lucky to hold a job for 5 years. Think of it like this. Right now, think of your top 10 friends, any 10 friends you can think of. How many of them has been at their job for longer than 10 years? Just off the top of my head, I can probably say one or two of them. At the highest, it is probably 20%. In our generation, nobody stay at a job for 30 years no more because companies are not staying in business that long, and we are going where the money at. It don't matter what we got our degree in. If our degree is going to pay us $35,000 versus this non-degree job going to pay us $75,000, we're going exactly where the money is at. Now, the last generation is, I just found out today, they are called Generation Z. Generation Z is not our kids, but more like my nephew and godson age, from age 9 to like 25. They are the generation of information, in my opinion. They have it the best and they have it the worst. Come on, dude. They have it the best and they also have it the worst. Reason I say that, first, they have it the best because they have YouTube, they have internet, they have gig jobs. Just imagine, people, that's millennials. Imagine when we was 18, 16, 19 years old, we was able to download an app and start making money instantly by picking up groceries, by going to go pick up fast food. I had to make money from changing my grandparents' garbage, by going to my auntie's house, picking up weeds, by going over my grandparents and taking back all of the bottles that they had. We just hustled. When it was snow time, let's grab a shovel. When it was summer, let's grab a lawnmower. We did whatever it is to hustle because we wanted money. When it come down to Generation Z, they have access to all of it, but unfortunately, they don't have the hustle my grandfather and his baby boomer generation had, because they just knew how to work hard. Generation X had the business mindset, or at least the know-how how to try it. When it come down to business with the generation, it's more of a half-ass business. It's not a strong business. It's just, let me start a quick online something that take 2 minutes, versus attempting to really fail. But with them having access to YouTube, you got to think about it. They can learn anything in the world they really want to know just by searching in YouTube, and somebody that is a professional or been doing it a long time is going to break it down and articulate it the best way where they can understand to learn. So yeah, they definitely have it good. It's just, unfortunately, they don't have the sociable skills because they have so much internet and they don't have the hustle. Now, last, I think the best generation overall is going to be my son generation. With mine, the millennials, we really stuck in the middle. We was the generation of just figuring it out. We didn't have a lot of money. We figured out how to start businesses. We figured out how to go online. We still had our grandparents' traditions such as working hard, family. So we had the best mixture. We didn't just have the best results, but since we have the knowledge, we know how to pass that on to our kids. Yo, this is what you need to do. This is how to do it. You don't necessarily have to go to college. You can go to a trade school and start making money. You can save your money at your job and you can start your business. We have all of that knowledge, so I think they will have the best overall chance. I would love to know in the comments, what are your overall thoughts? Which generation overall had it the best and which generation had it the worst? Leave me some examples in the comments. Let me know what is your thoughts overall. Press that like button, press the subscribe button. I'm Lando Sus, and I'm out.